Hey guys, so as we roll on to the new year, onto 2015, there may be some of you out there that have begun to set New Year's resolutions. Now, whether it is New Year's resolutions or personal or career altering goals, it is important to not only set those goals, but to also maintain them. And I'm sure some of you may agree that although everyone is well intentioned when it comes to setting goals, we often lose sight of those goals as time passes. I myself am guilty of that very same thing. In the past, I've always set goals, and days, weeks, months may pass by, and then at some point I may lose sight of them and perhaps give up on that endeavour entirely. Admittedly, I am still guilty of this to some degree, but fortunately, nowhere near as frequently as I used to be in the past. Now, I'm not suggesting that everyone should set goals and then just stick with them no matter what. Everyone is a human being, nobody is perfect. Setting and maintaining life-changing goals is a skill set all in itself, and it takes time, and you get better with practice. One thing that may be a good idea in helping you to never lose sight of your goals is, as I'm sure a lot of people have suggested, to write down your goals, write down your strategies. Just basically write down things that will help you in your quest. Now, I'm a big supporter of this, and I will be discussing this in much further detail somewhere down the line. But just on this occasion, I want to talk about something very similar, and that is using images as a reminder of your goals. Now, some time ago, I had got to talk to someone at a seminar, and he said that he had set himself a goal, and one of those goals is to become financially free. And to help him in his quest, what he did was that he had a picture of a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, I forget which one it was, but he had a picture of, let's say, the Ferrari, and he just taped it in front of his bedside mirror. And so every night before he goes to bed, the last thing he would see is that picture of that Ferrari, and that is the exact same image that he would see first thing when he wakes up. And so at least twice a day, he will be reminded as to the goal that he's looking to aim to achieve. Now, if it sounds simple, then that's because it is. But although it is simple, it is also very effective. Just the simple action of having an image to remind you of your goals goes a very long way in helping you achieve those very same goals. Because an image is much more powerful than ideas in your head or even words on a piece of paper. Images are ingrained into your mind much easier, and you're essentially hot-wiring your brain to take action according to what is required to reach the goals that the images represent. Now, to go back to the example of the image of the Ferrari, now the guy who I spoke to explained that the image is merely a representation of the goals that he's trying to reach, which is financial freedom. But that does not mean that his intention is to put himself in a position financially in the future to be able to purchase the said Ferrari. It is merely a goal that he set that is encapsulated onto that image. Now, for yourselves, you guys may have similar or maybe completely different goals, and it is your job to really identify an image that best represents that goals. Now, those images don't actually have to make sense. They especially do not have to make sense to the people around you. They just have to make sense to you. So that image can represent either material wealth, it can represent your motivation of other endeavors, or it can be an image of someone who inspires you. So, for example, someone may have an image on the bedside mirror that represents the ideal city that they would like to live in eventually. Maybe, say, New York, Washington, or maybe a country, let's say Italy. Or someone might have an image of, say, their idols, like, say, Bruce Lee, because they want to put themselves in a place in the near future where their way of thinking, their motivations, and the actions that they take are in line with the type of philosophies that Bruce Lee represents. So really, the image, it can be anything and everything, as long as it can be used as a tool to make you to never lose sight of your goals and to help you to get that one step further to reaching your goals long term. So guys, what are your goals? And what image can you guys can think of best represents those goals? Please comment below for the guys who are listening to this podcast on YouTube. I'd be much interested to know what ideas you guys have, and I'd be more than happy to discuss it further with you. So that'll be all for now, and hopefully this should really help you in your goal setting and your goal maintenance. So good luck out there, guys. Peace.